Hello listeners, selamat berjumpa lagi dalam siaran English from Australia, pelajaran nomor 52.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring, we've all gathered here to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hari ini, hampir semua teman kita yang pernah saudara jumpai dalam siaran-siaran yang lampau ada di sini bersama kami. Tentu saja kecuali Chris dan Iwan. Mereka sedang di Indonesia. Tetapi ada seseorang yang belum pernah saudara jumpai sampai saat ini, yaitu Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott adalah ayah Helen, Chris, dan Jane.
Hello, listeners.
Saudara pendengar, apakah saudara perhatikan bahwa hari ini musik tema kami lain? Coba dengarkan lagi.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Itu adalah lagu khusus yang dinyanyikan orang pada hari-hari Natal. Coba dengarkan.
And a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Saudara-saudara, hari ini kami akan menyimpang sedikit dari acara yang biasa. Kali ini, saudara tidak akan mempelajari tata bahasa yang baru. Tetapi kami ingin supaya saudara dengarkan saja apa yang akan kami ceritakan mengenai hari Natal di Australia. Terlebih dahulu, marilah kita mengunjungi keluarga Scott. Mr. dan Mrs. Scott serta Helen sedang membicarakan semua hal yang terjadi pada diri mereka sepanjang tahun ini. Jane dan Don juga berada di situ.
I wonder what Chris and Ewan are doing at the moment.
Yes, it's lonely without them, isn't it?
Well, no one's teasing you, Helen.
That's right. But I miss them.
I think we all miss them. It's nearly the end of the year. A lot's happened this year, hasn't it?
Yes, we've come back to Sydney. I've started a new business.
I've learnt to drive.
Chris and Ewan have gone to Indonesia.
We've met a nice new family.
Who?
Cecilia and Guido Rossi, of course. And their children.
Oh, of course. And perhaps Chris has fallen in love.
Eh? Chris? In love? Who has Chris fallen in love with?
Lucia.
Lucia, but she's too young.
But Chris isn't. I said perhaps.
He's teasing you, Dad.
I see. Perhaps Helen has fallen in love too.
Now Dad's teasing you, Helen.
What else has happened this year?
Dad's built another room onto the house.
Yes, it's my room. I'm going to write letters there. And I'm going
It's
to...
my room. I'm going to put my record player there. And
As a matter of fact, it's my room. I'm going to use it for my office.
Chris thinks it's his room. He wants to use it for his study.
It's everyone's room.
That's right, it's a family room. It's going to be a very useful room. By the way, I had a card from Chris this morning.
A card?
Yes, a Christmas card.
Artinya, sebuah kartu Natal.
Well, we must make some plans. Christmas is an important time in the year. Jane, you and Don will come here for Christmas dinner, of course.
Of course. And I'll bring the ham.
Artinya, ham atau daging babi.
And what about the pudding?
Yang artinya pudding.
Helen and I have already made the pudding. We made it a couple of weeks ago. Listen, I've got an idea.
Listen carefully. Your mother has an idea.
Stop teasing me. I want to ask the Rossi family here for Christmas dinner. It's their first Christmas in Australia.
they've got Mr. Rossi's brothers here, you know. Perhaps they'll spend Christmas Day with them.
Yes. Well, what about Christmas Eve? Can we ask them to come then? We always sing carols then.
Carol adalah lagu Natal.
And they'll go to midnight mass after the carols.
Midnight Mass adalah misa tengah malam.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's ask them.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring. We've all gathered here to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Saudara pendengar, sekarang kita akan pergi ke rumah keluarga Rossi. Keluarga Scott telah mengajak keluarga Rossi mengunjungi mereka pada hari menjelang hari Natal. Cecilia dan Guido telah menerima undangan itu. Sekarang Helen sedang mengunjungi Lucia dan mereka sedang membicarakan hari Natal. Coba dengarkan baik-baik percakapan mereka. Saudara akan mendengar mereka menyebut turkey, artinya kalkun, dan ham, yaitu ham. Dan plum pudding, artinya puding yang dibuat dari buah plum. Dan Helen akan memakai kata traditional, yaitu tradisional atau menurut adat kebiasaan, dan rich food, artinya makanan yang berlemak. Coba dengar Helen dan Lucia.
I'm pleased your family is going to visit us on Christmas Eve, Lucia.
Yes, it will be nice. On Christmas Day, we're going to see my uncles and their families. We're going to eat Christmas dinner with them. They have their Christmas dinner in the middle of the day, like Australians.
Yes, we always have our Christmas dinner at midday, and it's usually very hot then.
What do you eat?
We always have turkey and ham. Mum cooks it on Christmas morning after we come back from church. And we have hot plum pudding. Mum and I have already made that, so on Christmas Day we just heat it. We have a special sauce with it, and there's money inside the pudding too.
Money?
Yes. When we make the pudding, we put some 5-cent pieces in it. When you find money in your piece of pudding on Christmas Day, it's lucky.
But why do you eat hot food?
You see, Lucia, our Christmas here in Australia is very like an English Christmas.
Ah, yes, I understand.
So many people do all the traditional things, like an English Christmas. In England now, it's very cold. Perhaps it's snowing. So English people want to eat hot food and rich food. But here in Australia, it's the middle of summer, so...
So, hot food is not really suitable?
No, it isn't. But it's traditional, you see. We haven't got any snow, but we eat hot turkey and plum pudding.
Helen dan Lucia melanjutkan percakapan mereka. Coba dengarkan apa yang mereka katakan dan dengarkanlah kata-kata baru yang mereka pakai. A religious festival, artinya perayaan agama. We celebrate the birth of Christ, artinya kami merayakan lahirnya Kristus. A hymn adalah sebuah lagu gereja. Sekarang, coba dengarkan Helen dan Lucia.
What else happens at Christmas?
We give each other presents, of course.
Yes, we do that too. Your Christmas is really like an Italian Christmas, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. Christmas is really a religious festival. And it's the same all over the world, where there are Christian people. We celebrate the birth of Christ.
Yes, we celebrate that too, of course.
The food people eat at Christmas in Australia is probably a bit different from the food you eat in Italy.
Yes, it is.
And the Christmas customs are different too. Here we follow the English customs. We usually go to church on Christmas morning and we sing special Christmas hymns. It's nice. I like it.
Does everybody in Australia go to church?
No, not everyone. Some people only go to church on Christmas Day. It's a special religious day.
So, you go to church and you eat a big hot dinner and...
It's a family day too, of course. Don and Jane always spend Christmas Day with us, and Grandma and Grandpa always come too. We usually invite some relatives to spend Christmas Day with us too.
What do you do after dinner?
I like to look at my presents.
Oh, when do you give each other the presents?
We give the presents after breakfast. but some people give them at other times, perhaps after Christmas dinner. But we can't wait. We like to give our presents early in the morning before we go to church.
And then, in the afternoon?
We always go to see my uncle, Mum's brother. He lives on a little farm in the country, but close to the city. We drive there in the afternoon.
Is it a long way?
No, we usually arrive there about 4 o'clock. We have another Christmas dinner with him in the evening.
Gosh.
Yes, I don't eat anything for days after Christmas.
Saudara pendengar, apakah saudara masih ingat pada suami istri yang masih muda yang tinggal di sebelah rumah keluarga Rossi? Nama mereka Jenny dan Max. Saudara berkenalan dengan mereka ketika keluarga Rossi pindah ke rumahnya. Jenny dan Max mempunyai 2 orang anak, seorang anak laki-laki, Peter, yang berumur 10 tahun, dan seorang anak perempuan, Sue, yang berumur 5 tahun. Coba dengarkan percakapan antara Max dengan anaknya Peter.
What do you want for Christmas, Peter?
Dad, I've already told you I want a bicycle and I want a desk and I want some books and...
Hey, hang on a minute. That's too many things.
Well, I really want a bicycle, but I know bicycles are expensive.
Let's see what Santa Claus brings.
Oh, Dad, you know I don't believe in Santa Claus.
Hi, Peter. Hello, Max.
Hello, Guido. Do you believe in Santa Claus, Guido?
Santa Claus? Oh, I see. Well,
Peter doesn't believe in him, but Sue does.
what does Santa Claus do in Australia at Christmas time?
Sue can tell you. Sue? Sue? Tell Mr. Rossi about Santa Claus.
Santa Claus comes to every house on Christmas Eve. And he brings all the presents.
Where does he leave the presents?
Oh, in the dining room. Or sometimes in the lounge room. He leaves our presents in front of the fireplace, of course.
Oh? Why?
Because he comes down our chimney.
Does he come when you're sleeping?
Yes. And we put some lemonade and some Christmas cake out for him. He always eats it.
He puts some presents in another place too, doesn't he? Remember?
Yes.
Where does he put them?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You know. Tell Mr. Rossi.
He puts them in a stocking.
A stocking?
Sue didn't tell you, Mr. Rossi, but Santa Claus puts the presents in a stocking at the end of her bed.
And does he put some presents at the end of your bed too, Peter?
Yes, and...
Peter, Sue, come here, I want you.
Okay, Mum.
Peter puts his stocking at the end of his bed for Santa too, but he doesn't really believe in Santa.
Children love Christmas, don't they? It's a wonderful time for them.
And it's a busy time for us.
Yes, I'm very busy now, in the fruit shop.
Why? Do people buy a lot of fruit at Christmas?
No, they don't buy a lot of fruit, but they buy a lot of Christmas trees.
Oh, that's right. You sell Christmas trees too, don't you?
Yes, and we sell Christmas bush and Christmas bells. Everyone wants to buy those Australian flowers at this time of the year.
I must buy some Christmas bush for Jenny. She loves it.
What are you going to do at Christmas, Max?
Oh, we have the children's grandparents for Christmas dinner. On Boxing Day, we...
What's Boxing Day?
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. It's a holiday too, of course. We usually go to the beach on Boxing Day, or there's often a good tennis match on. I'm going to take some holidays after Christmas. It's a good time of the year for holidays.
Yes, it's a family time, and it's a holiday time too, isn't it?
Sekarang sudah menjelang hari Natal. Dalam bahasa Inggris,
It's Christmas Eve.
Helen dan Jane sedang di kota. Mereka sedang berbelanja pada saat-saat terakhir, dan mereka baru saja berhenti untuk beristirahat sambil minum kopi.
I'm tired. Christmas Eve is always so busy, isn't it? I always forget to do a lot of things, and then suddenly...
It's Christmas.
That's right. I must check my list. Let's see. I've got all the presents.
What have you got for Mum and Dad?
I've got a record.
Good. I've got a book for them.
And I've got your present.
Oh? What have you got for me?
It's a secret. And I've bought all the food for Mum. More coffee?
No, thanks.
I must get some Christmas bells on the way home.
Where are you going to find Christmas bells on Christmas Eve? Everyone's buying them today.
I'm going to get them at Mr. Rossi's shop. He sells them. By the way, what are you going to give Don?
Don and I are giving each other very small presents this year.
Oh?
We don't want to spend a lot of money on each other. We've given some money to a home for orphans.
That's a nice idea, Jane.
Well, Don and I are lucky. We have everything. But a lot of people, well, they haven't got families, and perhaps no one gives them presents. Anyway, I must go, Helen. I'll see you tonight. The Rossis are coming, aren't they?
Yes. Okay, Jane. See you later.
Dan sekarang sudah pukul 8 pada malam sebelum hari Natal. Dan keluarga Scott baru saja selesai menghiasi pohon Natal. Mereka sedang mengaguminya sambil menunggu datangnya keluarga Rossi.
It looks nice. But it always looks nice.
I think it looks wonderful. You and Helen have done it very well, Jane.
I helped too.
Yes, I know you did, dear.
Do you like the new decorations I bought today, Mum?
They're lovely. I like the red Santa Claus.
Yes, he's nice, isn't he? What time will the Rossis be here?
Here they are. I'll let them in.
Ah,
And a happy Christmas to you all, too. I don't think you've met my husband, Bert.
pleased to meet you. How do you do, Mr. Scott? Call me Bert.
Yes. Let's use our first names. My name's Margaret.
And I'm Cecilia. Oh, what a lovely tree.
Yes. Helen and Jane did it, and I helped.
What about a drink for our guests, Don? Helen, will you get the glasses?
And I want you to try my Christmas cake. Cecilia? Lucia?
Thank you, Mrs. Scott. I wonder what Chris and Iwan are doing tonight in Indonesia.
I'm sure they're having a good time.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome to our house on Christmas Eve.
The cake is very good, Margaret, but it's very,
Rich? Yes, it is. That's why I've given you a small piece. By the way, you're looking very nice tonight, Cecilia.
Thank you. I'm wearing my best clothes because I'm visiting you, and because later we will go to midnight mass.
Now, has everyone got something to drink? What about your mother, Guido?
I want a glass of lemonade, please.
Ah, you can speak English, Mrs. Rossi.
Oh, not very good. Not very well, Mama. Not very well. Oh, not very well.
Your English is good. Now, let's listen to some Christmas carols. There's a program on TV. It comes every year from one of the churches in the city. Just a minute. I'll switch it on.
That was lovely. lovely. Can we listen to some more?
Yes. Does everyone want to?
Oh, yes, let's.
I think we all know those carols. Can we sing them now, Bert? I'll play the piano and everyone can sing. Are you ready?
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
And what about Good King Wenceslas? Does everyone know that carol?
We don't.
Well, we'll sing it then.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel.
That was fun.
Oh, what about an Italian Christmas song now?
Okay, we'll sing one. Cecilia, Lucia, Paolo, Mama.
Dormi, dormi, dormi bambino, Giulia sogna Gesù. Dalla bacia pesa calino, dormi, dormi, chiama Bicu. Dormi, dormi, dormi bambino.
That was lovely.
Oh, it's been a wonderful night. Now, we must go to Mass. Thank you all very much.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Coming.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lucia.
Merry Christmas.
Buonanotte.
Sekarang sudah hari Natal, dan mari kita mengunjungi beberapa di antara kawan-kawan kita untuk melihat apa yang sedang dikerjakannya. Pertama-tama, kita akan mengunjungi Jenny dan Max serta anak-anaknya Peter dan Sue. Saat ini pukul 6 pagi dan Jenny dan Max masih tidur. Tetapi tidak lama kemudian mereka dibangunkan.
He's been! He's been! Mummy, wake up! Look!
Who? Who's been?
Santa Claus. He ate the cake and drank the lemonade. And look at my presents. He put them in my stocking at the end of my bed, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Do you want to open your presents now? And where's Peter? Max? Max! It's Christmas Day. Wake up. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Mum and Dad. Look.
Peter's got a new bicycle.
Do you like it?
It's great. Marvellous. And look, something else. Oh, beaut.
Ah, that's great, isn't it?
Dan sekarang, saudara pendengar, mari kita kunjungi keluarga Scott. Sesudah makan pagi, mereka membuka hadiah-hadiah, dan mereka baru saja kembali dari gereja. Mereka sedang bersiap-siap untuk pesta Natal. Mrs. Scott, Helen, dan Jane ada di dapur, dan Mr. Scott dan Don sedang menunggu tamunya di serambi.
Gosh, it's hot today.
Well, it's usually hot on Christmas Day, isn't it?
It's certainly hot here in the kitchen. The turkey's cooking.
It smells delicious.
And I'm heating the pudding. Now, is there anything else?
The ham's ready, and I've decorated the table.
Dad and I love the record, Helen.
Good. I got some beautiful presents. Christmas is marvellous, isn't it?
It isn't marvellous for everyone, you know.
I know. But you and Don have helped someone. You've given presents to some lonely children.
Well, Helen, Jane, the grandparents will be here soon.
And then after dinner, we're going to visit Uncle Bill.
Of course. We always visit him on Christmas Day.
And we eat too much.
Well, that's Christmas too.
I've been thinking about Chris and Ewan all morning.
Yes, I have too. I wonder what they're doing.
Do they have Christmas in Indonesia?
Yes, a lot of people celebrate Christmas there. They have a holiday, and Boxing Day is a holiday too. But they don't give each other presents.
They send cards to each other.
And they probably eat special food.
We're going to eat our special food soon. I can hear our visitors. Let's go and meet them and wish them a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone in the world has a Merry Christmas.
Saudara pendengar, kami semua di sini ingin mengucapkan Selamat Hari Natal kepada saudara sekalian. Ini adalah bagian terakhir dari pelajaran nomor 52. Jadi, kita sekarang sudah menyelesaikan separuh dari pelajaran-pelajaran dalam kursus ini. Kami harap sampai saat ini saudara telah dapat memanfaatkan siaran-siaran kami, dan kami harapkan juga dalam tahun baru saudara akan terus mendengarkan siaran-siaran kami, dan dengan demikian terus belajar. Dan sekarang, goodbye listeners, Merry Christmas.